Hello YouTube, welcome back to another alternate history video. And today I got the 2012 presidential election, which of course was held between the incumbent president, Barack Obama, and Republican challenger, Mitt Romney. But in this alternate scenario, as you can see, I got Mike Pence, the former vice president of the United States, former governor of Indiana, and was also in the House of Representatives too before he became governor. Now in this year of 2012, Mike Pence ran for governor of Indiana and got elected. Like in his alternate scenario, actually got him as a nominee. So instead of opting to run for governor of Indiana, he kind of does like a Hail Mary bid, I guess you could say, for the presidency, kind of a long shot. But he ends up actually getting the nomination and faces the incumbent president. So this is what's going to happen in this scenario. Now let's get into it. So, of course, 2012 came off Barack Obama's first term. The economy recovered a little better than it was. It was still kind of down in some aspects, but it did recover definitely a little better than it was around in 2008. So Obama was able to get re-election over Romney because of that, because of like the auto bailout and things like that, which let him win states like Ohio and the Rust Belt they kept on to. So I believe it probably about a similar situation in this. I can maybe see a couple of states flipping and kind of an upset because of it being Mike Pence, but we'll just see. So, of course, I believe these states right here, like Washington, Oregon, California, all go Obama, the typical Democrat states, as well as Hawaii, his birth state, and of course his home state of Illinois, as well as all these northeastern states, New York, all of Maine even wasn't really competitive. Vermont, even New Hampshire would be pretty solid, as well as Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, D.C., and the Mike Pence states, of course, will be the Mountain West of Montana, Idaho, Wyoming, Utah. Of course, Mormon heavy and Pence being evangelical will resonate good here, just like Romney. And Arizona would be pretty solid. It wasn't as contested in 2012. So I believe that would go Pence, as well as Texas. That was actually a safe state for Romney. I could see it being pretty safe for Pence, too, in this case. As well as Oklahoma, Kansas, all of Nebraska, except the second, which I'll come back to, the Dakotas, and Minnesota here. I forgot for Obama would probably be pretty solid. And these other states, I'm sure Missouri would be pretty likely. It was for Romney, trending very red around this time, and now a solid red state in present day, as well as the South, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, very evangelical. Pence would resonate great here, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia, and North Carolina, which went for Obama in 2008. I did flip back for Romney in 2012, and I believe Pence could do the same. And probably about a lean margin like it was for Romney even. I could see Pence flipping that back as well because he could do decent like Romney did. And if African American turnout is down like it was in 2012 and 2008, I could see Pence flipping that back. As well as South Carolina and even Georgia was pretty solid back then, so I believe they'll go for Pence. These other states, however, like Nevada, of course, has been a blue state now since 2008. So I believe that would stick with Obama since Democrats do great in Las Vegas and more popular areas, while Republicans like Trump do better like in rural Nevada. So I believe that would stick with Obama, as well as Colorado and New Mexico. They're heavily blue states now, and they definitely turned to blue around this time from 2008. So I believe they would stick with Obama. However, I believe Alaska would go for Pence, of course. I believe, of course, some say Indiana would go solidly for him. Now, Virginia could be interesting. It was like a lean margin for Obama over Romney, just about at a tilt. Of course, Virginia has trended very blue too since the 2008 election, so I believe Pence could definitely be competitive like in the suburbs like Romney was. However, I believe that would still stick with Obama since he did win in the actual scenario with how blue it's become now. And I believe Obama would in Pennsylvania pretty solidly. I don't really see Pence making it competitive because Obama just had a great appeal in the suburbs and pretty much all over the state. I mean, Pence could still do pretty decent in rural Pennsylvania, but of course, I'd just say the rest of the Pennsylvania outweighing that like it did in real life. Now, Ohio and Iowa could be interesting, like I mentioned earlier, because Pence is from Indiana, and I could maybe see Pence actually flipping these states, maybe in an upset, because they were more of swing states back then. They kind of went for Republicans sometimes, went for Democrats the other times. So I can maybe see Pence, he'll definitely make him competitive And I can maybe see, like I said, maybe see them flipping. Of course, Obama could still have the advantage being the incumbent and the economy recovering somewhat because of all the bailouts. They could maybe still hang on to the states. I could see it going either way, honestly, and I'm pretty sure you'll agree. However, if I had to go with my gut, I think Pence could actually flip these states, at least Iowa definitely, because Iowa tends to be more evangelical, especially the rural parts. And Romney wasn't really a good fit for being a Mormon. I don't think they really liked his Mormonism. I think they like Protestant, and Pence being not a Mormon, I think he would actually resonate better with the evangelicals here. And I could actually see it going to him maybe in a little bit of an upset, but not really, because of course being from Indiana, he would have great appeal to these states. And I actually will give it to him in a little upset, but it was more of a swing state, so it's not really out of the realm that it could flip to him. And I actually will give it to him because the evangelical factor, he would definitely improve on the rural margins. I could see that actually getting beating Obama in the state because of that, because of evangelicals and farmers in the state. And the same with Ohio, like I said, I could definitely see it going either way. And if I had to go with my gut, I think I could say Pence probably flipping this too an upset because I could say improving on the rural margins like I talked about in Iowa because, of course, Trump did great in rural Ohio and definitely made it a solid red state now. I could see Pence doing the same, probably, like I said, in a lean or tail margin, him flipping these states in kind of an upset. So I think I will give it to him, but if you don't agree with it, that's fine. Just comment below what you think would happen, but I could actually see these states flipping to Pence in this scenario because of his Midwestern appeal here, being from Indiana, and he would have great rural, better appeal than Romney did in these states, I believe. And Nebraska's second over here did go for Romney after it went for Obama in 2008, so I believe Pence could win it since Romney did. However, Wisconsin and Michigan, I believe, are still going to be Obama states just because they have great appeal here in the suburbs in Milwaukee with African American turnout. So I believe they would stick with Obama, of course, with the economy recovering somewhat. So I believe, like I said, they would stick with him probably around the same margin as Romney. It didn't really make him as competitive despite having Michigan roots. And Florida, the last state, I believe, of course, Obama did win it. It was definitely close between him and Romney, but because of the incumbency advantage, I could still say hanging on to Obama. So we'll give it to him. And that leaves your final map there with Obama still winning 308 to Mike Pence's 230. If you enjoyed this video, just like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, comment below your thoughts on this prediction. And I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.